Welcome to another episode of Next Up, and today we will tell you all about this beautiful, all-electric, brand new Porsche Taycan and why this is the future of driving.
Wait, Aki.
Nayo, what are you
No.
Nayo,
Wait.
What are you doing, Nayo?
Let me, this one's mine. Let me do this one. Let me do this
Nayo,
one.
what are you doing, Nayo? Fortunately for me, folks, I don't know how to operate this camera. So unfortunately, I've got to do the driving and Nayo's got to do the shooting, right, Nayo? And we've got to do this for prosperity's sake, so I'm sorry, Nayo.
Yeah, whatever.
Welcome to Next Up Online. My name is Aki Anastasiou, and in this episode, we are super excited to take you on a drive with what many people are calling the best electric vehicle in the world right now. This is the Porsche Taycan 4S. Porsche teased us in 2015 at the Frankfurt Motor Show when they introduced the concept version of the Taycan called the Porsche Mission E. Porsche's very first electric vehicle, the Taycan, was only introduced in 2019. It was an instant success. 20,000 Taycans were sold in 2020 alone. So when Porsche South Africa gave us an opportunity to drive the all-new Taycan, we couldn't refuse. It is difficult to put in words the feeling one has when you first lay your eyes on this magnificent vehicle. The first purely electrically powered Porsche had to be immediately recognizable as such. The result is an emotionally charged four-door sports saloon that carries the unmistakable Porsche design DNA. The first thing you noticed when you're driving this vehicle is how quiet it is. All you can hear is this like, ooh, and that's the electric motor that's kicking in. But it's so quiet, it's so weird, because when you're driving a traditional petrol or a diesel vehicle, you can really hear the engine. And you can only hear this car when you're slowing down to a robot. It goes, ooh, but it's like so quiet. Its silhouette is defined by the sporty roofline. The Taycan is 1,966 millimeters wide, but it's only around 1,380 millimeters high. From the front, it therefore looks particularly wide and flat. The typical Porsche flyline makes the vehicle appear sporty, and even when the car is at a standstill, the sculpted design with the strong recesses on the body and the edges creates an exciting interplay of light and shadow. It looks absolutely beautiful, and the air outlets behind the front wheels are really very distinctive design features. Let's look at the interior of the Taycan. The interior initially looks quite deceiving, so the thought of feeling cramped initially crossed my mind, but I was surprised at how comfortable the cabin was and the amount of headroom that I had available, so I felt really comfortable sitting behind the driver's seat. The original 911's cleanly styled dashboard from that 1963 era was the inspiration. The stated goal was to bring it into the present day. Hey Siri, meet Porsche. Apple CarPlay brings everything you love about your iPhone right to your dashboard. Your Porsche Taycan has a new co-pilot. You can conveniently use your apps while you drive, minimizing distraction and helping you keep your entire focus on the road, so no distractions. The cockpit signals the start of a new era with its clear structure and completely new construction. It is clearly that it is driver focused. The instrument panel, for example, has a clean, minimalist and ultra-modern design, and operating the controls is really quick and easy, and I actually found it free from distractions. The freestanding curved instrument cluster forms the highest point of the dashboard. It is clearly focused towards the driver and ensures that everything that is needed for driving is in view. It is estimated that by 2030, 50% of the world's cars will be electric. Every major motor manufacturer is working on or has already introduced a range of electric vehicles. Jaguar, for example, are planning to only sell electric vehicles from 2025, and Volvo will do the same from 2030. We spoke to the founder and CEO of GridCars, Jordaan, who is also one of the pioneers of electric vehicles in South Africa, about the future of electric vehicles here in South Africa.
GridCars started in 2009 officially, where we were committed to the electric vehicle trip, in which where we going with electric vehicles. At that point, what we decided was to build a really good back-end system for South Africa. So making sure that we can manage payments correctly, that we can manage the charging stations, so deal with the errors that you might get, help customers when they're standing at a charger, and build the tech around that. So that's where GridCars started. So I think range anxiety is certainly not justified right now. The idea behind range anxiety, firstly, the people who talk mostly about it, the people not driving electric vehicles. You won't typically find a person driving an electric car talking about range anxiety. And part of that is because the cars really do inform you. You know how much range you've got, you know where you're going to go. Range anxiety is referring to an unknown. I don't know if I've got enough. The car's telling you if you've got enough. And if you don't have enough, the car's telling you that as well, which anxiety is gone. You now look and say, I don't have enough to get where I'm going. And the car will say, well, here's the next closest alternative, go there. So you won't have range anxiety within a city region, even on an old electric vehicle. And once you get onto the highways, normally it's only the newer cars that would be taking the highway trips. And the chargers have been spaced 200 kilometers for every single charger. So all the major highways, you can drive 200 kilometers. And as long as you know that, you plan for that. So if you have got a bad situation, now that might be that you hadn't fully charged your battery and you're driving into a headwind and you're trying to drive it at 125 instead of 110, or all of those things, and now you might find that 200 is a little bit of a stretch. All you're going to do is the car's going to tell you you're not going to make it. You just slow the car down and you will make it. Do it at 100 k's an hour and you will make it, because your range increases quite radically based on speed. Absolutely, this decade will be the decade that we move. So as the rest of the world changes, we will change at the same pace that they will. We might be able to delay the pace, but the end game is the same. When they hit 100% electric vehicles, we will also have to be at 100% electric vehicles.
The really nice thing that I like about the Porsche Taycan versus other electric vehicles is that it's got two sides that you can charge this vehicle from. And all you do is you just click with your finger, unlocks it, come up to the charge station, and it's really that simple. Uncoil this, and you'd have something similar that you get with a Taycan that you could put in your car, that you can put into your garage. Simply put it in over here. So once you plug this in, it starts talking to the charger, because remember, there's a lot of technology that's happening over here, and there's all sorts of different electrical frequencies that the car says, hey, this is how much energy I need, and the computer actually works out how much charge you need and how long it's going to take the charge, how long it's going to take to charge the battery back to its full consumption. But what's cool about Porsche is that you can take this to any one of their dealerships, plug your car into one of these DC chargers that charges it up really fast, go inside, have a cup of coffee, connect to the Wi-Fi network. The driving experience, out of this world. The price of the Porsche Taycan S is just over 2.6 million rand. Thank you for watching this episode of Next Up. There is no doubt the Porsche Taycan will leave you breathless. Please do share this video with your friends, hit the like button, and do subscribe to our channel. It will help us grow the channel even further. And look out for more electric vehicle reviews coming soon to Next Up. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Next Up.